5.
I gotta say, I'm extremely excited to be talking about Ready or Not today. It is one of my favorite games I've ever played, but I'm also extremely nervous. There's a lot of heavy themes and real-world situations that are brought up all throughout this game, and not a lot of them I feel comfortable making jokes on. This might be a slightly more serious video than what I normally make. And don't get me wrong, this is a diesel production after all. There are going to be jokes and bits told throughout, but they're not going to be as frequent. If any of these topics make you uncomfortable, it is more than okay to sit this video out. I'm going to try my best to keep this as upbeat as possible. I hope you guys enjoy the video, because this is easily the hardest platinum it's taken me to get for this channel. But you guys know, before we talk about the trophies, we have to talk about the... Ready or Not's story begins with the first mission that you play, which is a great tutorial mission called Thank You, Come Again. Thank You, Come Again follows a gas station in the process of being robbed. Your mission is simple: rescue all the civilians, bring order to chaos, find Crystal Langton, the store manager's daughter, and find the store manager himself.
Lead to talk. Civilian is obvious DOA.
Talk to lead. Tag him and keep moving.
Who, as you can see and even hear in the mission briefing, was shot and killed inside the store, with a phone ringing next to him, a call that will never be answered. The way Ready or Not loves to do its storytelling is all through visuals. You can see what went on in this gas station if you just simply look around. You can hear the voicemail talking about how DeBanco is going on strike. You can find a veteran next to a sign that is protesting an anti-vet bill. It seems that one of the workers at this gas station tipped off somebody, and that is what led to this robbery breaking out. Some hostility in the workplace led to the death of many people, and that is just one tragedy in this entire game. One thing to know about Los Sueños is that it is pretty much just a worse version of LA. The level order is not in chronological order, but for the sake of trying to keep things simple, I will be talking about them in chronological order, which means the next mission is Neon Tomb. The level Neon Tomb handles a nightclub in the process of being under a terrorist attack. You can find piles of bodies, you can find people in distress, and more importantly, you can find a bunch of people wearing blow-up vests. That's what we're going to call them. One thing of note while traversing this level is you can come across the DJ stand where the music is playing. And as you turn it off, things get more quiet, and all you hear is the ringing of cell phones of all of the victims. And that ringing follows you throughout the rest of the mission.
Fall in.
It is genuinely haunting playing the rest of the level now that you've turned the music off, where all you can hear again is just cell phones, the buzzing of all of the neon signs, followed along with the screaming of the remaining people. You may also be able to find the leader of this group, Quadama. They make it pretty easy because they graffiti his name everywhere. He's here, but it's important for the lore that you don't kill him, you maybe just incapacitate him. I'm not gonna lie, this mission had me a little shaky when I first played it. This is probably one of the best missions in the game in my opinion. We thankfully get a direct follow-up to Neon Tomb, that mission being Relapse. Canonically, since we shot Quadama, they took him to a hospital, and now the Hand is trying to bust him out of, going to jail. What did 2 bombs have to do with breaking ZR out of containment? I don't know, but I guess they have some reason for that. You can once again run into Quadama here as well, but canonically, this is where his story kind of ends, so it doesn't matter what you do with him. Open fire, detain him, let it rip, I don't care! In terms of layout, this probably is one of my favorite missions. The way the hospital is designed is just so engaging, especially when you come across this glass bridge. You could get shot at from either side, but it gets especially dark when you realize that one of the bombs is set in the maternity ward, showing just how far the Hand will go to hurt the people of Los Sueños. It's at this point that the Hand storyline has came to an end. Quadama is either arrested or killed, depending on which one you chose. but there is evidence that there is still soldiers on US soil remaining from the Hand. So we could see them again in the future in a DLC, but at the moment, they're done for. Either way, the next mission is going to take a little bit of a turn, that mission being called Carriers of the Vine. Carriers of the Vine is a mission following you raiding the compound of the cult with the same name. You are to detain the leader of this cult, Elena Raskin, and find Eve Nader. This is also directly following a shootout that the cult had with 2 police officers. You can find a radio on the map, also revealing the official 911 report was a gun store owner that they all robbed. You can also find their planning board detailing their next victims, but once you read descriptions like
Marty Fowler works as a school janitor selling weed to underage children, has a special closet in the school where he likes to bring little girls, serve time for public indecency. Disgusting pedophile fucker. Works late. Pick him up when he gets off his shift.
Tommy McCall. Stadium groundskeeper, divorced, alcoholic, rapist, a wife beater, multiple sexual assault charges. Never prosecuted.
It becomes very clear on who they're going after, so it's really hard to decide whether you're doing the right thing or not by just following your orders. I mean, up to this point, even in the timeline, the whole game has just been, hey, these guys are robbing a gas station, stop them, and you don't think twice. But now with this context given to you, it makes carrying through with this mission a little bit more difficult. This board also does a good job of tying in other locations that we'll see later in the game. It brings up the Neon Nightclub, which we've already been to, but it also brings up the Watt Community College and the Amos Voll scandals, which will become a huge talking point later in this video. There's also this room that I believe is supposed to be Eve Nader's room, which is just full of this amazing looking art. There's nothing lore-wise to talk about, I just wanted to show off some of the art in this room. In the back of the complex, you can find their chapel, and this has got to be one of the most beautiful sights in the entire game.
Let's go! Opening on the left. I got nothing here.
Not that easy. Shoot me!
Looking for your friends? How do you know they're still around?
Fucker! Fuck you! You're gonna have to kill me! Over here!
Moving into hangar. Suspect down. Now, Tim. Good for trailer. Lead, this is Doc. Trailer's en route.
Just this huge statue of Medusa within the tree. It's just crazy to look at. I loved this imagery. Directly under the chapel, however, you can find exactly what they are doing to the men that they are capturing. There's also this audio file on the map that I can't seem to find anywhere, but this is pretty much what it says.
I think the agency sent a message last week. It was coded on the apostate's back. I suppose I'm being observed, even now. The coded message used an OTP, not atypical for an older agent to use. Gerard, maybe? I haven't seen that bastard in, Jesus, must be almost 30 years. Even when I was there, he was a dinosaur, about as old as the building. Has he been trying to find other members? The cohorts have been established. There's no more work to do. Either way. Gerard, what the hell are you up to?
Who is Gerard? What does any of that even mean? We're gonna find out very soon. But for now, let's get into the next level, and the one that raises the most questions in the game, a lethal obsession. A lethal obsession follows us going after a man who waited outside of LSPD, set a car on fire, and opened fire at the officers trying to put said fire out. And get this, the guy's name is Gerard Scott, the man that Elaine mentioned in her voice message. Clearly something has happened to Gerard and he's kind of went a little crazy. Like, for instance, how did he find my house? There's these weird writings and drawings that he's written all over the walls and ceilings of this house that also all suggests that this is ties to MK Ultra, a real-life experiment done by the government in the early 70s. Gerard has this very subtle hint that he's also trying to lure feds to his house to feed them poison. He's just evil. He's just evil. He's just an evil guy. All throughout the map, you can find these voice recordings that Gerard has left. If you listen to all of them, you will get a trophy and more lore. Right here, I'm going to play you what I think to be the most important one.
Judge will come here. He'll have to. It has to be him. I've seen his training, his methods. I know what kind of man he is. Part of the cycle, just like me. In a never-ending game. I'll show him when he gets here. Show him that he's the same puppet as me. Trapped in the same sick play.
So his plan all along was to lure who we play as, Judge, here, to show him something. To show that he's a part of a system or a cycle. Could that still mean that MK Ultra is still going on in this world? We don't know yet. But those are questions that we can hang on to. And we have one final thing that this mission will give us. There's a radio broadcast that you can hear outside sitting on a bench. And this is what it says.
Now, the last time we talked, it was about the significance of the monarch butterfly and, well, symbolism with memory and mind control. And talk a bit about LS without the D. So what's going on? You got the police staff shortages, the Banco strike, the Mindjot fiasco. Crime's on the rise. All of it one after another or at the same time. Seems rather connected, doesn't it? You know, I would consider no other perpetrator than the MLO, child of the USIA. We know they love scientific and social experiments, lacing everything with LSD to what you see in the newspaper. And let me tell you folks, Los Sueños is no doubt one of their favorite playgrounds with an endless supply of gullible sheep. But who cares, right?
So the man on the radio mentions the group called the MLO and says that they're responsible for all the problems of Los Sueños using mind control and LSD. We don't know who these people are yet, but they are a huge deal later in the game. So we're going to hang on to this for now. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next mission though, and probably one of the saddest, that mission being Twisted Nerve. Twisted Nerve follows you raiding a meth lab. It is just such a disturbing, disheveled looking place that's usually nothing of note. There's not that much to talk about other than these few key things. One is on this whiteboard, we find out that not only do people live here, but that there is a gang called Los Locos. And tragically, if we just walk down the hall, we find out that one of the people that live here is a little girl. You can even see some drawings that she's made, showing that she's used to seeing violence and evil things. And finally, we can see that the drug addicts have dug this huge spiraling cave that leads from one backyard to another, with the messages of dig, 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 and these huge illustrations of digging this cave. Since there's a gang behind it, we can assume what it is, but we have no clue why they want to dig so bad. This was the first map that kind of affected me. I don't know how to explain it, but they did such a good job of making you realize that these people had lives before it was so consumed in their addiction. There's a man in a suit that's all torn and disheveled. There's guys that are remorseful for why they're even there. There's people that are so high they don't even realize what's going on. It was just kind of unsettling to play this mission, and it was really, really good. Again, I kind of mentioned everything that's in Twisted Nerve. This is one of the shorter levels of the game, so you know we're just gonna move on now. The next mission in the timeline would be DLC, but we're not talking about the DLCs right now, so we're going to get into the next main game mission, that mission being Ides of March. Ides of March takes place directly after a group called the Left Behind attempted to assassinate a senator. You can see this assassination attempt take place in my favorite trailer for the game. As you can see by looking around the map and in the trailer as well, the Left Behind are full of veterans that require funding, but this new senator is threatening to propose a bill that cuts veteran funding completely. I mean, even some of the suspects have either prosthetic legs or arms. It's rare that they come in, but they do, and it's really funny because if you shoot them there, they don't feel anything, they don't react. If you shoot them in the prosthetic, you should shoot them in the prosthetic. It's really funny. You're also tasked with securing this music producer who apparently did work on Morbius, so it's okay to accidents happen. You can kill him if you want.
It's Morbid time.
This is another mission that you kind of feel for the suspects. I don't feel as bad for the Left Behind because, I mean, as you can see, they're clearly killing whoever they feel like, and we'll see some of the things that they do later. This mission is very effective because you see the lives that are being affected by this if you just look around. It's such a great level, and if I was to sum up Ready or Not in one mission, it would probably be this one. One interesting thing is in the evidence locker, you can find their plan of attack, and they used an aerial photo of the park. It appears that somebody outside of the Left Behind gave them this intel, so either somebody from the MLO or somebody inside of LSPD.
It was me, Perry.
It appears we stopped plan A of their attack, but it's now time to stop plan B in Sins of the Father. The assassination attempt failed, so to get back at the senator, the Left Behind went after his family, who was staying at this luxurious hotel that we now have to navigate through. In the mission briefing, it says that the Left Behind was planning to torture the family even, and you can find where they were planning to do that right here.
Gold. Search and secure.
Got it back.
For police, suspect ready to go.
Civilian secure.
Doc to element. Proceed with mission.
And the other very interesting thing is that the suspects will scream out that they are Secret Service, which means not only is the Left Behind disgruntled veterans, but people protecting the president at the same time. The world of Ready or Not is such an unstable place that not even the president can trust the Secret Service, which is a very, very small, minor detail you would notice unless you played this mission and listened to the suspects. Details like this is one of the many, many reasons why I love the game. But unfortunately, there's not that much more to talk about with this level. After this, we don't see the Left Behind again for the rest of the base game missions. The next mission in the timeline would once again be a DLC mission, and we're not talking about those right now, so we're going to get into the next main game mission with Rust Belt. Rust Belt sees us shutting down and detaining an illegal smuggling operation between Mexico and Los Sueños. They seem to be smuggling drugs and weapons through, but also people as well. There's this very subtle and minute logo that you can find somewhere to calmly let you know that the Los Locos are the ones running this operation. All throughout the cave, we can also find these markings of a monarch butterfly.
Now, the last time we talked, it was about the significance of the monarch butterfly, and, well, its symbolism with memory and mind control.
This map is just a giant tunnel that they've been funneling a lot of illegal things through. The only other thing I have of note is if you stand at the dock, you can find this, like, little guy. I don't know what we're supposed to make of this. I don't know why he's here. I don't know what he does. He's just kind of like chilling, I guess, low-key. With that being said, we are officially done with Rust Belt. We are going to be seeing a lot more of Los Locos later. The only question at the moment now, though, is if the monarch butterfly is tied to hallucinogenics, how is the Los Locos using that? All questions we don't have answers for right now, but we may in the future. Which means we're going to get into our next mission, and the most controversial elephant. There is no easy way to say this. There is no easy way to explain this level. The level elephant, you are stopping an active school shooting at Watt Community College, a location that has been mentioned and brought up all throughout the game. It is a disturbing, heartbreaking mission if you do not know what you're getting into when you first load up this level. Everything is frantic, everything is disorganized, as this is a real-time threat. What makes this mission worse is this is also the most hostile mission in the game. There's a bomb that you need to defuse. If you don't, it will go off and it will kill anybody surrounding it. This is the only mission where if you don't act fast enough, civilians do die at the hands of these students. And very rarely, the shooters will call out asking for help to lure you around a corner to gun you down. This mission seems that it's just tossed in here to be a little extra shocking, but I believe it has a lot more relevance, not only telling the story of how horrible of a place Los Sueños is at the moment, but also with another mission that comes later. Also with that, there's nothing more lore-wise to talk about other than the 2003 movie Elephant that depicts Columbine. Ready or Not took a lot of inspiration from the movie and put it within this level as well, sharing names, characters, and location names as well. This mission holds nothing back, and there's a huge debate on whether it should be depicted or not. I'm going to be completely real. I don't know how to, pick the mood back up a little bit. So, here's something from my TikTok likes.
Each patch is the equivalent of 12 cups of coffee. You can stay awake for days with no side effects. Sorry.
You want to know what the next mission is? You want to know what pisses me off? The next mission we're going to be talking about is greased palms. This mission is terrible. It takes Ready or Not from a 10 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10. I hate greased palms. This mission sucks. We are tasked with going into the Los Sueños postal system and stopping an illegal gun smuggling operation that is being ran by the Los Locos. We are also here to detain Fryiza agent Jack Adams. He seems to be working with Los Locos in some way. But,
Oh wait, I can't read.
We can find a note on this board here saying to call the LSPD on the Tran family, which will be noted for next mission. These two civilians right here are suspected with helping Jack Adams in some way. Well, we don't know what the intentions with Maria would be. Eugene seems that it was forced. The reason why I said I hated this mission earlier is because the layout of this postal service is so bad. I don't like the enemy placement either. Everybody has aimbot and can see you like 10 minutes before you can see them. This map is bad. And I don't want to talk about this level anymore. I don't like this level. So the next mission we're going to be talking about is Ends of the Earth. In this mission, we are checking out a house that is apparently selling and modifying illegal weapons. Something that's interesting is that in the 911 call, this happens.
Can I take your name, please, sir?
No, just send someone to that address. That'll teach him.
It seems that Jack Adams' note got passed along and somebody decided to call the LSPD on the Tran family. What's sad though is that the Tran family is distributing illegal firearms to raise funding for their dying mom. It's theorized that a lot of street level mission thugs have gotten their weapons from this family. From, for example, the people from Thank You Come Again, Twisted Nerve, 23 Megabytes a second, even Elephant. I would like to believe that they did as well. It just makes the world feel so much more connected. But it's just a theory.
A game theory!
This next mission, we may be going after a group of people that the Tran family has sold their weapons to in 23 megabytes a second. What's weird about this mission is that if you read the 911 call, it seems like a Twitch streamer with the name MilkyToes is reporting that he's killed his mom, planning to kill his brother, and then himself. So D-Platoon is sent in to go, stop that. What's weird that is when we go to the second level of this complex, we find this illegal server farm. Not only that, but we can find the mom alive and well. Going inside of MilkyToes' house, it looks how you would expect it to look. And that's Milky right there. Yeah, I don't feel bad for this one. Also, you can see his brother right here, perfectly fine. Embarrassing.
Hey bro, she figured you out yet? You got the goods? Been itching to see some more of that.
Yo, my dude, you know me. I got my fingers everywhere. Check out what's on the Mindjot private server. This stuff is prime. Also, lol, check out my neighbor. She is smoking. She had no idea.
We can find the photos of his neighbor that he's mentioning on his desk that he just printed out for some reason. And if we look at his nightstand, this may clue you in on what the other photos may be, with a list of boy names and a list of girl names. But something he mentioned, however, is that he got a lot of his stuff from the Mindjot servers. So, I think it's time that we pay them a visit in Sinuous Trail. Checking out the Mindjot headquarters, it seems like they know they're going under after what happened with MilkyToes, because, I mean, look at this office. You don't play Hangman in the word be bored unless you're going under, you feel me? It appears that a couple people in Mindjot were actually working with MilkyToes because of this note right here.
MilkyToes fucked up. Wipe servers, move the Zulu server offline, lock out Eternal, divert all incoming traffic, initiate leak protocols, lock it all down.
Also, according to this email,
Jackie, I need you to look into this AV storage unit that one of the guys brought to me. I can't find it cataloged anywhere, and it's a bit worrying that we have a drive connected to the system that doesn't have a tracking number or a code that fits our books. Can you please ask around and check the security systems over the last week if we still even have that piece of shit running? As soon as possible, please. Phil Ledger, Mindjot Management Leader.
It appears that not everybody in Mindjot knows about this, and that people are doing this behind management's back. This AV storage unit is definitely something of interest, though. And oh, look at this, a voicemail.
Hello, just letting you know that Mr. Voll has called to reschedule his appointment with you due to his daughter's birthday.
Who is Mr. Voll? We're going to find out very soon, but right now we're going to get into our next mission, the Spider. After we seized most of the servers at Mindjot, there was a lot of connections to a place called the Brixley Talent Agency, so we go there with a search warrant to check it out. You can find George there, and you can find out that this is a child's talent agency, but everything feels kind of off.
Alright, kid, from the top.
I don't like this movie.
I don't care, say the line.
I don't want to.
Say the fucking line!
I'm Cowboy George, and this is the wacky wild...
God damn it, no!
If that wasn't already disturbing, you can find this text message between him and someone with the acronym AV.
Make the little redhead wear a princess dress.
Here. Gonna get her to smile, though.
Perfect. She'll look great on the cover.
Once again, we get yet another mention of this AV. He seems to have his hand everywhere in this pedo ring, so who is he? Thankfully, now that we have more connections to him, we're gonna find out on our next mission, Valley of Dolls. We have now finally had enough evidence and clearance to go after one of the biggest monsters in Los Sueños, Amos Voll. Or as we have seen him called, AV. Amos Voll, if you couldn't tell by the subtle details around his house, is a very prolific adult actor. As you look around the map, things get more and more disturbing as you go. This mission takes place on his daughter's 18th birthday. If you go to her room, she's even already trying to sell the car he bought for her with the bow still on it. You can seize Amos's hard drives as well, and just outside his office, you can see that he's even trying to burn evidence. There's a lot of disgusting and disturbing things that you could find on this map, and the thing of note that you can find is what happens when you go down into the basement. In the basement of Amos Voll's house, you can find this room full of Polaroids. Just past this room, you will stumble across this imagery.
Team to talk. Bagging.
Talk to element. Secure it and keep going.
As you can most likely imagine, the dolls are supposed to be imitation of children. You can find a hopscotch pattern on the floor in this place, and in the room next to it, a hole full of barrels ready to be buried. You can only imagine what would be in those barrels. In my opinion, this is the most disturbing level of this entire game. Amos Voll is a powerful man, a monster, and one of the biggest contributors to the most deplorable people in Los Sueños. The game wants you to detain him, but I don't blame you.
Use of force is authorized against your team lead. Move!
Now that Amos Voll is taken care of, it is now time to move on to the next people on our lists and buy cheap, buy twice. It appears that the people that own this car shop has started a shootout with the police, and investigating further, they have weapons, they have drugs, and it becomes very apparent that we are dealing with the Russian Mafia. Not only them, but as well as the Mexican cartel. And then you stumble across this scene. With a board that reads as follows.
Drugs go in the marked car. Load the guns in 2 separate trucks. Drug the bitches before transport. Hey, make sure the vehicles are checked out. We don't want the police stopping us for like a broken headlight. Don't fuck around.
There is nothing more to talk about with this mission, if I'm being honest. But we did get that note of a deal at a shipping port. So let's head over there in the final mission of this game, hide and seek. On the map, there are 3 shipping containers, one with drugs, one with illegal weapons, and one with an imported car. The mission will play like normal once you reach the 4th shipping container, in which this will happen.
Talk. We have a container full of women. We need Thames down here right now.
Copy that. Entry team. EFTs and trailers are...
This is Fryiza. Stand down and shut that door, entry team. We're sending a unit to secure the container and its contents.
What? We're not leaving them like this.
Close the doors. Unless you want to interfere with a federal investigation, I suggest you shut the door and lock it behind you. Do your job and proceed with your mission. Understood?
Understood. Back on. We'll talk later.
No, we won't be. Fryiza out.
Entry team, you are clear to proceed with the mission.
And if you progress through the map, you can see exactly where they will be taken to. A horrible auction ring. You can even see the people bidding before they see you and shut off their cameras. It is terrible. It's horrific. Words can't explain what it's like experiencing this for the first time. And I mean, even hearing Judge talk back, which we've never heard before. He's never spoken against what he's told to do. There's very, very clearly more story to be told. We only stopped one out of many, many operations. And the story continues in the DLCs, but this is it for the base game missions. Los Sueños, no matter how you look at it, is a terrible place. And it seems that it only gets worse the more we move on. There is no more upsides. That is it. Once you complete this mission, you are done with the base game missions. I wish there was something more positive I could say. I wish I knew of a transition into being upbeat and cheery for the rest of the video again. But unfortunately I don't. And I think that that's okay. I think that is a good thing. You could leave the video now and sit with everything that the story has given you. Or we can move on to the trophies. I can hopefully make you laugh one more time, and that will be the video. The choice is yours. While you're in Los Sueños Police Department's building, you can find evidence that you've collected from previous levels in the evidence locker, and it will give you a trophy. Oh, yeah. There's a coffee machine there as well. If you figure out how to make yourself a cup of coffee 5 times, you get another trophy. Oh, there we go. There's the trophy. If you command your squad to breach a door 20 times, you get another trophy.
Looks clear over here, boss.
Oh, heck yeah. You also get another very easy trophy by arresting 50 people. Hey, I got a trophy. One of the best tactical weapons you can take with you in this game is the mirror gun. If you use that enough times, you know what you get. You know what you get. Ooh. On Lethal Obsession, Ides of a March, and Sins of the Father, they place tripwires around the map, and if you disable enough of them, you can get another trophy.
Disarming the device.
Yeah? Is that... Let's go! That's a trophy! Due process is achieved by incapacitating a suspect using a C2 charge on a door, which is a lot harder than it sounds. I just got a trophy. If you would complete the spider storyline with a C rank or higher on every mission, then you get a trophy. Oh!
You're being incredibly loud.
The next achievement is the Tactician, which you can get if you complete a mission only using your squad. You cannot do anything else. The easiest way to do this is by playing Thank You Come Again. Once you complete Elephant, Relapse, and Neon Tomb with a C or higher, you get the Decaying City achievement. Oh, there we go. I hate Relapse. The next achievement I got was for getting Buy Cheap, Buy Twice, Hide and Seek, Ends of the Earth, and Greased Palms at a C rank. There's a rare occurrence that can happen where a suspect will pretend to be dead or incapacitated, and if you arrest them, they'll spring back to life. And if you arrest them, you get a trophy.
Trailer's notified.
Huh. Okay. If you complete Carriers of the Vine, Sins of the Father, Ides of March, and a Lethal Obsession, you get the Left Behind achievement. Discord, Oh!
Shut up, Rajesh.
Oh! I just got 2 trophies. What were they? Oh no, just 1. Okay.
You just got the 2 trophies?
If you detain a suspect or civilian and still kill them, you unlock a secret prompt called Kill Me Command. If you use that, you get a trophy, and also your SWAT team will try and kill you. Hey, I get a trophy. I got a trophy. Are you proud of me?
Yeah, sure. What trophy did you get?
I got a trophy. The off-duty achievement is achieved by making sure you have no armor whatsoever equipped and going into Thank You Come Again and beating it on standard, which is a lot easier than it sounds.
Wait, hold on. I want you. Oh.
Hey, I did get it. Okay.
Yeah, we got it. Let's go.
On both the mission Elephant and Relapse, if you find and defuse both bombs within 2 minutes of each other, you get both trophies respectively.
No more bombs. We're good.
Oh.
Lead, this is Talk. All bombs surrendered safe. Good work, entry.
Another tactical weapon you can use is the battering ram. If you hit enough doors, you get another trophy. It's really easy to do. Just go through a mission and slam a bunch of doors. It's really fun. The door is made out of, so just hearing the same. Oh, I got it! I got the trophy.
Nice.
That's what that feeling's like. Huh. Each officer can unlock a specific trait if you use them for long enough. It's extremely hard to manage every trait, but if you get them all, you get a trophy. Hey, I did get a trophy though. Let's go, finally. If you complete every single mission with an S rank, you get another trophy, and this trophy is unironically easier than beating the entire game on hard mode. The requirements for S rank is making sure that you arrest, not incapacitate or kill any suspects or civilians, and complete all missions. The easiest way to do this is that if you equipped 4 people on your squads with beanbag shotguns and 1 with a pepper ball launcher and equipped gas mask, you can pretty much walk over every mission decently easy. I would also remove any secondary weapon ammo from your squad as well, just so that way your team doesn't accidentally kill anybody mid-mission. It's gonna take a while to try and get used to S-ranking these missions, but once you get a pattern down, it's pretty much a walk in the park from there.
Safe. Element.
I did it, I did it. Give me the trophy. Give me the trophy, please, please, please. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. If 2 officers are assigned the kicker trait and you have them knock down a door, that will give you the next trophy. Look, I don't know how to react to trophies, okay? I don't know how to react. All right, I'm doing these things on the fly, and they're just not coming out great, okay? Can you just laugh? Pretend I did something funny and laugh. Ha 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 ha, thank you. Mwah. The next trophy I unlocked was by getting killed by a civilian, which you can very easily do by finding Amos's wife all alone. I think they're like, oh, there we go. Got it. Look at that. If you use the lockpick gun gadget enough times, you will get another trophy pop. This one is super easy to get. Yeah, that's my reaction for getting this guy. That's my reaction. I hope you guys liked it. There are 2 different launchers in the game that will launch either flashes or stingers, and you can use a bunch of those to get your next trophy. Hey, that's my reaction. That's my reaction to getting that trophy. If you complete the entirety of Rust Belt with the revolver, then you get another trophy, which is a lot easier than it sounds. For the trophy Toxic Fumes, you have to complete Twisted Nerve by only using CS gas and a gas launcher, including a gas mask. Pretty fitting.
Fit up.
And there we go, there we go. Alright, and this was on a live stream. There, hey. If you beat hide and seek with nothing but a taser and some flashbangs, you get another trophy. Ooh, I did it, I did it, I did it. For this next trophy, I got 3 in 1. So, stay with me here. There's a permadeath mode called Iron Man mode, and if you beat it on standard, you will get the trophy called The World. For the Hermit, you would have to complete that by making sure you don't lose a single officer in combat or resigning due to stress. And for the final one, I got Dressed to Impress for unlocking all of the customization options in the game. For both the World and the Hermit, I just closed the game anytime I or one of my squad mates died. And for Dressed to Impress, you might as well just go about it the same way I just did. Getting all the customization options isn't really that hard. I did it. I did it. You need... Oh, 1.
Like I was fighting
hang on,
my first
2.
time on proud mode, and it took me like it took
Let's
me 7 hours straight.
Let's go.
Like,
one more trophy. One more trophy.
Seriously.
One more trophy. Shut the hell up, Shawn. One more trophy.
Dude, I don't give a fuck what you're doing. What are you playing? I mean, I don't give a fuck about radio. Nigga, fuck you. I'm eating. All right.
And through all of that and everything that I went through, I have to call it quits. I am tapping out on the final trophy. I'm getting really burnt out with this game, man. I love it so much. This has probably been one of my favorite projects I worked on. This is one of my favorite games. But this trophy is the sole reason why it has taken so long for this video to come out, if I'm being honest. And I just don't have time to keep trying. There's other projects that I would love to work on, but I want to get this one out there first. I will definitely come back to this game, and I'll even go for the platinum once more. If I ever wind up getting the platinum, I will make a brand new cut where I show you guys that I completed the game and even got the platinum. But for now, I gotta tap out. 10 out of 10 game. I mean, there's just so much stuff going on that I didn't get to talk about, and I want you to experience it for yourself. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Follow me everywhere. Everything will be linked in my link tree. I hope to talk to you guys and interact with more people. I want to give a special shout out to Leland, Ferryman, Evil Gang, Joseph, Addison Workman, Dillon Slater, and Jacoby. Thank you all for helping me out get this video done. You all mean a lot. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.